I'm only going to press this shit one time. Since y'all want to be on the front line. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? See, right there, that's the front line. Straight like a sophomore. And his main man don't know me.
Niggas is really mad that when they go to sleep at night, I wake up, we both wake up. It's like we doing better than them niggas, so them niggas is mad.
And after all that chaos,
Just let it out. What? Your actual telephone number?
it don't have nothing to do with whatever else. It's just that part. That part there. I'm a businesswoman. Don't leak my money. Well, I mean, drama says, I'm not in that. My smoke with her is posted on me. So people like, oh, she wants to fight her over a dude with. Stop it. Stop. That is so beneath. It's a disrespect of the weak woman.
Because the past year has been so stressful. It seems like Remy and EA's do not get along at the moment. Instead of expressing regret for her initial affair, Papoose has been providing her with financial support, since it looks like these two will fight again. Keep your lace front on, even if you're already a mess. I have learned nothing that will change the ridiculous. Conclusion of Papoose and Remy's romance. He was so enamored with her that he risked going to jail to acquire her a skeleton key when she was incarcerated. Despite their best efforts to keep him from seeing her, this man married her while she was still living. Due to legal constraints, their wedding was conducted digitally rather than in person. The cornerstone of all things is love. They had a mixed family after getting married. All at once, Remy had her last kid. Before they had even met, Papoose had 3 children, yet they were happy as a single family. Prior to Remy giving birth to their child in 2018, they appeared to be doing well. However, when Remy failed to mention her husband on Father's Day 2023, there was a strange feeling in their marriage. She stopped talking on a day that almost required an emotional recall, and people started to question whether something was wrong. She used to be overjoyed to express her gratitude to him for being such a great spouse and father. And she would always make sure to let everyone know how close they were and how their family energy was unstoppable. Nonetheless, Papoose's Father's Day post, which featured a family photo of him and the kids without Remy, attracted the most attention. Even though he sent the message that family is everything, Remy's presence attracted attention, raising questions about his location. Since she appeared in these pictures so frequently, they questioned why she wasn't in them and what was going on. Upon realizing what was occurring, he slowly got to his feet. Although it was clear that something was amiss, it wasn't until it was revealed that Remy had been hanging out with Eazy, the Block captain, that everyone realized how terrible things had gotten. It was an odd situation because Papoose and Remy, who always appeared to be very stable, were in the same social circles. As EAS, everybody shivered when he would act inappropriately and play with Remy behind Papoose's back. That betrayal clearly angered Papoose. He got into a heated disagreement with Eazy, the Block captain, during a business meeting. Papoose knocked him out entirely, according to visitors, rather than just putting him aside for a chat show. On social media, people who posted his remarks commented, "You guys want something bad to happen to me so bad it's the same hating men and females. You guys should get the real story before you all speak." His efforts to prevent the dispute from ever occurring were ridiculed in a subsequent tweet. He attempted to minimize the problem by declaring, "I'm not mad about the rumors. I'm not mad about the false stories, but when I see people happy that something happened to me, According to his thoughts, I don't care about anybody. We aren't friends. When he finally got it, he reprimanded Papoose, stating, "You need to clear up these rumors before I do." Since Papoose didn't bite, react, or try to defuse the situation, Remy handled it on her own. "I want to apologize to everyone who was disappointed tonight. Because we couldn't get 3 full rounds from all the opponents I tried. And can you all please stop with the Eazy and Papoose lies?" she wrote on Twitter. "It was only when Papoose stayed silent that I realized this. He was always ready to defend her no matter what. And everybody who has followed their relationship knows that he used to ride hard for her without hesitation. This stunned him and went against his nature. Since he was not prepared to intervene and put an end to the unfounded stories that were being spread about her. The old Papoose would have been the first to correct these assertions if they were false. Let's face it. As an example, he would often commend Remy by stating a man has to honor his queen. If she disagrees with something, he has to take her perspective into consideration moving forward. He can't just ignore her side of things. His unwillingness to defend Remy was more stunning than anything he would have said now. And instead of being viewed as strange, people believed the charges to be real. There was no longer any question when Remy and Eazy joined the battle against Gay. I must admit, it became serious the moment Gotti took the stage. You know, there are no limits since you have seen rap battles firsthand. Gotti didn't hold back when he spoke, and punks demanded blood. He accused Remy of cheating on Papoose without hesitation or difficulty, instead of just repeating the same old accusations. According to Gotti's remarks, the turbulence was a well-known secret that had existed for a long time. She had been devoted to Remy for years, so when Gotti accused her of cheating on Papoose, she was devastated. What is more astonishing is that he did not try to deny the claims. It's good to If it seems like things are getting louder and more bold these days, Papoose decided to disregard the problem and start dating someone else right soon. Shields, Clarissa, everything became more challenging when it was revealed that Clarissa and Remy were friends. Did Clarissa read Remy's direct messages in private before she started to tease Papoose? The drama seemed to be ended when Papoose and Eazy finally had intercourse. You might think that because she initiated all of the drama, Remy would simply quit, but she isn't doing well at all. According to rumors, she wants Clarissa in the ring, so she has been acting strangely, accusing Reckless, and clarifying it that she won't let this finish without a fight, preferably a brutal one. After the streets had calmed down, they discussed how Papoose had officially moved on, and how his new relationship was growing closer. What is bothering Remy about her ex's engagement, considering that Eazy is her true love? Perhaps since they seem to be a good fit, Clarissa recently came out as Papoose's lover, and even said that she might accept his proposal of marriage. Rumor has it that if things don't work out, she has been quietly implying that she would be more than willing to throw up.
that sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like in a certain situation, you can talk to a person, express how you feel, express how you feel. That comes to a mutual agreement that you don't agree, or you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. When it gets to the level where we feel that, like sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing? And that's where I come in. She said we didn't have a fight in recent times, but we're not ready for work. She said that she probably not like talking about fighting. Sometimes your hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never. Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past. And how you speak to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things I was like, I want to keep him all to myself.
Papoose' unconstrained display of Clarissa's body suggests closeness and an upcoming romantic engagement. Revealed that Pap and Clarissa were seeing each other last year. She tried to paint Papoose as a cunning manipulator who didn't genuinely love her. "You'll take responsibility because you're the one who's married," Clarissa texted him. "If you can't sleep with me in person or over the phone, it should be easy to tell me that you got home safely, or that you fell asleep in the Sprinter." It was obvious that this annoyed Remy. Then she goes on, "I'm telling everything, baby girl. You're not alone." Papoose wasn't a giant fan of her, so this surprised him. She added that she has been disseminating false information about me on a regular basis for far too long. Along with her sorry-ass marketing team, Clarissa had started a smear campaign against her to discredit me and portray him as a divine gift. When idiotic Papoose dozed off on the phone and refused to wake up, Clarissa was already asleep at my place. This boxer's announcement as a world champion is concerning. The instant she heard me, he hung up. Despite my repeated requests that Pap stop the piece, he believed that this was the best course of action. "I'm tired." He said he would never ask you, since you're not attractive. "I've seen it all, so don't worry. The world will know how powerful you are." In later Remy published pieces, Clarissa begged Papoose for supplies, saying, "I'm not happy, but I'm all right. I'm going to quit." Even though being honest is always the right thing to do. "I am unable to commend you for it, since I would not want to make your already difficult situation worse. I'll quit now that I'm tired of speaking to you. If you're not listening and my feelings are unjustified, you can do whatever you want now that I've stopped. I requested a present as well. I like flowers, like I did before, but I'm confused and need some privacy. Unable to feel anything, I lie here feeling stupid." When Papoose concluded that Remy's behavior was undesirable, he commented, "I'm relieved to hear that Remy is a narcissist, since she chose to cheat repeatedly." Her reply was, "I'm the victim," and his was, "I've already moved on. Never discussed this. You see?" He then discussed the supposed bond between Remy and his friend Eazy The Block, despite my repeated requests for a divorce. She prefers social networking to responsible communication with Chase Cloud. Keeping my 6-year-old away from all the social media activity would be better for me. The cop responded, "This is where Remy was last Christmas when I was at home with my daughter. She's been mean and depressed ever since I moved on. She says we might not pretend I didn't knock the jerk out, so she won't do it." I was unable to defend myself, but Papoose begged me to lie about the knockout in a text message. When I last saw him, everyone was there, and he was in the fetal position. Remy woke him up and I put him to sleep, and they stayed at home for 4 days. She was prepared to lie about it again, you see, so I took her home. I took my husband's hand and held it tightly before I went to bed. It's unbelievable that a 45-year-old woman is acting like this clown, Clarissa continued. She said, I'm not 45 yet, but you're only 29. And I'll just say this, you're not aging like wine, claiming, I'm not your enemy, but tell your boyfriend to buy you some flowers and gifts. Clarissa was incensed when Remy accused Papoose of cheating on her and reprimanded Remy for creating trouble by sending the text. He spent a week with this C-girl and his phone was unanswered. The act of texting someone is utterly ridiculous. I am not a B, but that doesn't mean you can't harass me. You've embarrassed yourself in addition to your bitterness and rage. Please dispose of it immediately. Clarissa yelled Remy Ma versus Clarissa Shields and urged Remy to engage in combat. I wish you a wonderful second day of February. During a World Crash Out interview, Clarissa stated, I'll fight Remy for just $1.
Just let it out. What? Your actual telephone number?
No, at this point, you're done. That's all. It don't have nothing to do with whatever else. It's just that part there. I'm a businesswoman. Don't leave my money. Right. Well, I'm good. I mean, drama says, I'm not in that. My talk to her is focused on me. So people like, oh, she wants to fight her over a duet. Stop it. Stop it. That is so beneath me. It's a disrespect of the weak woman. And that's it.
It's clear that these two are incompatible. Remy's lover claims that the challenge is easy to understand. The boys were jealous, since the captain had told them a few weeks earlier that he had. Remy died.
The earth would go everywhere else because y'all is just mad that it happened. I kept $1 with. I'm like, yo, hey, listen. If it was that easy for any of y'all would get it. There's a bunch of you who don't like me for no reason because I'm just, excuse me, but I got stuff to do. Well, my father started it.
But after yet another argument, he made Remy confess, admit that she loved him, and consent to their relationship.
Since y'all want to be on the front line. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? See, right there, that's the front line.
Contrary to popular belief, he is not dating Remy since, according to insiders. He has been skulking around with other women for a while. He has been accused of betraying Remy since they started dating because he never cut off his side piece. Papoose's adulterous contacts, which have been linked to her recent outbursts against him and Clarissa Dot, were only revealed to Remy a few weeks ago. When you think about it, the timeline makes sense. Papoose continued, we seem to know why. Remy had been hesitant to sign the divorce papers after she disclosed Papoose and Clarissa's relationship and tried to break it off. Remy joined in on Clarissa's jokes about her odd behavior with Pap. Out here, hardly any grunt work is being done. But for now, I'd like to know your thoughts on all of this craziness. Do you believe Papoose is chasing Clarissa, or is he just trying to exact revenge on Remy? Even if it seems like Remy is losing the struggle, it should not be shocking that EAS is already cheating on him. And in the end, you lose him the same way you get him. After watching the video, feel free to leave a comment below.